Hello, I'm back again with another speed paint of my characters from Project What, or Violet, depending on what you want to call it. But this time, they have legs. I put them in an actual environment and didn't just make little portraits, which is new. So, for this little drawing here, I actually drew the room they're in my sketchbook, which I don't really know why actually, because it took forever to figure out the proportions between the different pieces of furniture, and it was horribly smudged by the time I was done with it because I had to erase that chair so many times. And you'll see that I redraw that chair so many times to make sure it's the right size, because even on the sketchbook I did not get the right size. It was a mess in my sketchbook, but I liked the concept, so I transferred it over to Procreate, my drawing app, and patched it all up which helped a lot, both on my ego and aesthetically, I guess. I don't think that's the right word, but it's fine. If you've seen my other speed paint of these characters where I talk about what's next for this story, then you'll know who these three characters are. If not, then that's okay. I'll tell you here. But from left to right, we have Jamie, Elliot, and Audie, or the trio, as I call them. Both, just in general, and in the book. They're called the Violet Trio. And the room that they're in is actually Elliot's dorm room, which there is 2 beds, but in the story I state that he doesn't get a roommate, so he got the whole room to himself until he made friends with both Audie and Jamie, and then his room became their main hangout spot. So he got it for a little bit. Basically, it's the trio's room, not Elliot's room. So, sorry, bud. Ew. As I said, this piece, I actually put my subjects into an environment that they're interacting with. And it is basically the first ever piece I've done that way, because usually it's just like a portrait that I'm making, and with like a blank background, or maybe the background has stripes or like some words above their head. But I gave these people an environment to interact with, when usually I don't even make an environment. So that's a bit of a first as well. It actually turned out pretty well, which I am shocked at. I also feel that the characters in proportion to each other could be a little better, because Jamie is supposed to be the tallest of the 3 of them, and she is not. So I tried to fix that in here, and I don't know if it really worked. And Audie's supposed to be the shortest, but she is quite large on the bed. That sounds rude, but she is. And along with the characters to each other, I also feel that the characters to the furniture is off. Like, as I said, Audie is ginormous on the bed when she should be much smaller. Like, how is she supposed to lay down on that her feet would be hanging off? Once again, first ever piece that I've made with an environment that they're interacting in, so it's a solid attempt. I also think the shading's way off, but I'll stop with the criticisms. I am posting it after all, so it can't be that bad. Anyways, I don't really have much to say on this besides what I just said, except for the fact that Project What, or Violet, will be my Camp NaNoWriMo project this year, or this month, because camp happened in April and now it's happening again in July. It'll be my camp project for this July. I'm going to be starting draft 2 next month, and I am so excited. I have been doing a ton of world building, which you will actually see soon because I am filming it, and everything that I didn't really know about the story in the first draft is finally starting to click together now that I'm actually diving deep into each of these characters. And it's like, what? Like, this is what writing is? Okay, that's enough for me. I'll leave you with the music, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!